Hello Taurus, and welcome to your daily reading, energy reading. My name is Blur, and I thought I'd hop on and give you guys some insights as to what your energy is giving today. Get me? We just came off of a full moon that was in your sign. There's been a very crescendo moment for a lot of my Taurus placements, Taurus moon, sun, and rising. We're gonna go ahead and look into the energies right now and seeing exactly what's going on with you guys. But definitely getting a sense of you really letting go of socially constructed means of validating your existence, whether it be buying labels, buying name brands, presenting in a particular way, or going to places, projecting a layer of snobbiness from the things that one has acquired. I get a sense that humility has been on the forefront for a lot of you guys, which is beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and take a look and see what that really means for some of you. 10 of coins came out inverse. Some of you guys missed out on an opportunity following some people that you believed had your best interest but really didn't, and in turn stopped you from being able to experience or even perceive what you believe was but thought was something better. I get a sense that whatever it is this is giving, the energy that this is giving me really is having two opportunities that are green. One's green and another one's perceived as greener, socially constructedly. Because one has chosen the one that was socially constructed as greener. A precedence has been set, because either or, a gate, like a baseline has been set as to how one perceives the value for themselves, the value that they put in others, and the trust that they put in others. I get a sense that for a lot of my Tauruses out here, this night is rushing in. It's almost like a bull. You know, a lot of you guys are rushing in to offer maybe a piece. What is this Knight of Wands and this Ace of Cups spirit? A lot of you guys are kind of over the daydreaming, over kind of the mental anguish. The 10 of Swords was there when I was shuffling too. You guys are kind of like trying to really decide what it is that you're wanting. You guys really want to find a purpose, a drive that's not so socially constructed. And it's hard, you guys. You guys are a earth sign. You are ruled by the tangibility of this plane, the senses, the food, the pleasures, all these things. And those things are socially constructed by the means of the eras that they're in. And a lot of you guys are reevaluating what you authentically value. These past transits has really exemplified that, especially with these tariffs. Think of the tariffs. Think of the scandal that was the Louis Vuitton bags, and how in China they were being made for a quarter of the price, but they're being sold for 10 times the amount. It's that Taurus dilemma of, do I want the quality of the materials, or do I want the quality of the perceived quality of the name? For a lot of my Tauruses out here, there's been kind of a reevaluation of what is deemed as valuable. What do I like, not what society tells me to like? Feel like with this missed opportunity, it's opened you up to being able to gauge an opportunity as similar in the future, and not to falter to the inconfidence of yourself with the reliance of socially constructed ideas of success. Ooh, Spirit is spiriting, girl. Spirit is really, for a lot of my Tauruses out here, is really kind of teaching you self-sufficiency. This five of Swords inverse. You see that this middle sword is in the middle here, and all these other ones are kind of like brittle and broken. This is almost like a siphoning of the energies around you. This could be you, because it didn't come out upright. It came out inverse. Anytime I see this card in inverse, it tells me that you are the perpetrator of this energy, meaning you are the one that's siphoning the swords around you. And I feel like Spirit is kind of putting you in a space now where that's not something you need to do. You can find the passion and the willpower within oneself without having to find attributes of what you're looking for in others just to siphon it. Whether it be others, whether it be an opportunity, whether it be a job, whether it be a house. You don't need to look at someone else's renders and wanting to siphon it for your own. You guys learned that real quick. There was a heavy tower moment. Something was presented as lux, and in actuality, it really really was not what you expected. Impatience, temperance came out inverse. A lot of impatience, a lot of rest, a lot of mental rest, a lot of reevaluation of one's spiritual practices as well too. I see that here with the Hierophant here, which is your card. This is a real reassessment of one's values spiritually, physically. Like, this is ego death almost. This is the Six of Coins, reciprocal energy. I get a sense that energy of reciprocation was taught through the act of being humbled. I don't know what some of y'all been up to, but definitely Five of Wands. It's really, you see how this card looks on the middle. You see all these sticks around it falling. I really get a heavy sense that Spirit is really putting you in a space of really relying on one's own synergy and energy. This is integrity. This is integrity for a lot of you Tauruses out here. Like, integrity. Yes, you want $1 million, but it's really the intention and journey behind that $1 million that really allows you to enjoy that $1 million. $1 million hits different if you got it by like means of, you know, high vibrations than you getting it by a means of low vibration. The objective should not only be just getting it, but also getting it in a way where you're proud of it, you know? But you're learning. Some people have to learn through the acts of being pushed in a corner, but nonetheless, you know, lessons will be learned. For a lot of you guys, there is a need to really evaluate your direction, because you guys have ample strength, ample vitality, but what seems to be the hindrance is the direction in which you apply this energy towards. So, a curation of your friend group, a curation of your environment, a curation of your biases, so that you're able to not be adherent to yourself a lot of the times, is needed for a lot of you guys. Star card at the bottom, so you guys could be dealing with a loss of direction, needing direction. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna shuffle this deck a couple more times for clarity, just so we can see light at the end of this tunnel that is your reading, girl, literally. Yeah, the opportunities are coming in for you to cultivate that energy to tangibility, but it just really kind of, yeah, you guys are in evaluation mode, bro. You guys are really Seven of Cups here, then Four of Coins. This is reevaluation of your morality, your physicality. When I say physical, I mean like your home values. You know, this is giving party. Like, this is Queen of Wands is very kind of like life of the party, charismatic, party. But then this Seven of Cups in front of these with this Four of Coins tells me like Seven of Cups is the evaluation of emotional kind of value and tangibility, which you guys see this cards here. But then you see it with the Four of Coins. So this is a evaluation of priorities, you know, priorities. And then you have the Five of Coins underneath this. So this is Five of Coins is poverty mindset, like being put in perpetual loops of disappointment or things that kind of like don't work out in a way, scarcity. So this is really kind of giving me some insight as to, you know, clarity has been made as to what is attributing to your stagnation. It's whether or not you take the initiative and the willpower to kind of enact the things that need to be done so that you don't get in your own way, period. You know, if that means for a lot of you guys, if that means really staying off of X, staying off of particular social media platforms that induce certain vibrations within you, do so. Because in hindsight, you know how you are when you don't have the physical, tangible means to get what you want. So make sure you have those tangible means of getting what you want in a way that you can be proud of, period. You get me? So hope that added some clarity for you guys. Take care, and